This validates all of my worst fears about where this impasse has been and where it's headed. It's going nowhere slowly, and this was the flashpoint after 3 games, according to Charles Robinson of Yahoo, and I concur. I co-sign on this because it now all makes even better sense to me that Zeke came back from Cabo, Jerry caved in and overpaid him the way he does every one of his superstars, every one of his sons. And at that point, I predicted right here on Undisputed, they're going to sign Dak and get this one done also just ahead of the start of the regular season. I was counting down the days toward that Giants opener for the big bombshell to hit. Dak has been signed for the next 5 years. I thought it would be 2 ways to launch this team into a season in which I thought they could get to the Super Bowl, but it did not happen. Dak had a huge game, albeit against the Giants, on opening day at Jerry World. And right after the game, Jerry said it's imminent that we are going to finish this deal with Dak Prescott. Jerry, what does imminent mean? He was asked. Days he's talking about. So in the next few days, I thought, oh, we're going to have big news on Undisputed. We're going to have the signing of Dak Prescott. No, didn't happen. But they went to Washington. He had another nice game, big game, another QBR of 94, scale of 0 to 100, and nothing happened. And then here came the lowly Dolphins to Jerry World. Another big game by Dak Prescott, QBR of 82, not great, but pretty good. And nothing happened. But it did happen behind the scenes, according to Yahoo, because now I get it. That's when the new agent for Dak Prescott told Jerry Jones, Jerry, guess what? Our asking price just went up. We warned you, Jerry. Dak was betting on himself. We couldn't come to a deal. Now the deal has changed, and we are going to ask for X. Yahoo reports that X was a ridiculous demand on the part of Dak and his agent that really alienated Jerry Jones. Again, Jerry can be a pushover, a softie, a soft touch. Just buddy up to Jerry, put your arm around him, and he'll overpay you. But the one thing you cannot do to Gerald Wayne Jones Jr., I know this from all the hours I spent with him doing those 3 books on the Cowboys, you cannot tick him off. You can't jerk the rug out from under him in a negotiation at the last second and say, April Fools, now we want this. And this is way out there. Ridiculous amount of money. And Jerry felt burned, according to the report. Jerry was upset with the agent, but also a little upset with the quarterback. You do not make Jerry mad because he's got a short-fused temper that when it blows, it nuclear blows. That's why these two sides are still so dug in and so close, but so far apart. Shannon Sharp, in the end, Dak did bet on himself for the first 3 games, but I'm going to remind you, my Hall of Fame partner, that you dismissed the first 3 games as garbage opponents. You laughed at the numbers Dak put up in the first 3 games because they meant nothing to you. Well, maybe Jerry was watching Undisputed and thought, gee, maybe I should discount those first 3 games also. From that point on, Dak said, I'll continue to bet on myself. But as he was on the way to the bank, a funny thing happened. That QBR that averaged 90 in the first 3 games averaged only 62 in the last 13. And over those last 13, Pro Football Focus graded Dak's performance as only the 15th best in the whole National Football League. Terrible QBRs against Green Bay and Buffalo. What a debacle on Thanksgiving stage. And then at Chicago, and then at New England, and then at Philly, 38 QBR. Missed Tavon Austin with the potential game tire. It wasn't pretty. So Dak bet on himself and quote unquote won, and then he bet on himself and he lost. Did Jerry jerk the rug back out from under the new agent, Todd France? No. He stayed right there. Still a great deal on the table, 35, 36 million, 110 million guaranteed. Very fair, making him the highest paid quarterback right here, right now. But there's bad blood. There's bitterness. There's so close, so far distance between these two. And I don't